Welcome into Bengals Breakdown by Chat Sports. I am Tom Downey. At long last, OTAs are finally underway for the Bengals. We've got some news, notes, takeaways, etc. with the first open media portion of OTAs now in the books. We begin with the franchise quarterback. No news yet of an extension that will come, I promise you. But shockingly, Joe Burrow looked damn good at the first open portion of organized team activities. 8 of 10. Nice little touchdown pass to Irv Smith, by the way, who beat Logan Wilson. Made a nice play, high point of the football there. So Burrow looks sharp, and it is a good sign that Irv Smith already being able to make some plays alongside of his quarterback. That will matter for this team because the Bengals need a tight end. They don't have much behind Irv Smith. So, beat Wilson on play. I was looking at a different note there where Jermaine Pratt did almost pick off Joe Burrow but did not make the play in the end. Good news on Burrow. Good news on Irv Smith. All positive from that standpoint. If you guys want more OTA and minicamp coverage, it's a brief OTA session for the Bengals. They go shorter than any other team in the NFL. It's only it's 3 OTA sets. Then it's into minicamp next week. If you want more coverage, though, make sure you guys are subscribed and make sure you like today's video. Help us out. The more likes we get, the more videos we can do for you guys. So like this one right now. Myles Murphy next up as he spoke with some media, and I liked what he had to say, and I think it will impact things in a positive standpoint moving forward. He says the Bengals defense is a little bit easier than what he was doing at Clemson, which in theory should allow him to play faster. He said, quote, at Clemson, we played a 4-3, a 3-4 over, under, bear, 3-man front, dime, a little bit of everything. It's a little bit simpler here, and I'm learning it a little faster than I did at Clemson, and that's been a big benefit. For the Clemson standpoint, Murphy mentioned pretty much every defensive scheme you would play in terms of the defensive line's impact there. So I am hoping for an instant impact out of Myles Murphy. Only 6.5 sacks last year. The athletic traits are awesome. The pressure rate's been impressive. I was surprised he fell to where the Bengals were drafting. I think if you ask the Bengals, they would probably be a little bit surprised as well. But it is a rookie. It is year one. We'll label him as now DE3 behind Hubbard and Hendrickson. How many sacks for Myles Murphy in his first year? It's the pinned comment on today's show, so go get your predictions in right there. If the ad break comes on YouTube, take advantage. Head down there and let me know. Let's talk defensive backs here. Allan George, and I was a bit surprised by this one. With Chidobe Awuzie out, and he's recovering from injury, nothing too concerning there. It was George who helped lead the Bengals in terms of the other opposite Cam Taylor Britt outside cornerback first team reps. Not Sidney Jones. Talk about DJ Turner in a little bit here. But it was Allan George who barely played last year. 4 games played, targeted 4 times, 3 catches, 30 yards. That is really interesting to me. And that report came from Cleveland.com, who's also behind enemy lines doing Bengals coverage now. But look, it's going to be Awuzie. It's going to be Cam Taylor Britt. They did give DJ Turner reps, more on him in a little bit. They gave Sidney Jones not as many. They drafted DJ Ivey. So Allan George, the fact that he got some of those, I think is a sign that the Bengals coaching staff likes him. The former UDFA out of Vanderbilt. That is a name to monitor throughout training camp and the preseason. They did give a couple reps to DJ Turner, by the way, which is a good sign for a first-year player, a rookie, to get some early chances. I wouldn't read too much into here's who's getting number 1 reps, here's who's not, because it is June. We can care more about that come July, mid-ish July. But keep an eye on that cornerback depth chart with how things all play out moving forward. And we got a deal for you guys. Hats are available on sale. If you need something for Father's Day, let's be honest, you probably haven't got your dad something yet, right? I haven't, although, well, I guess it hasn't arrived yet. Because I actually got him this T-shirt hat pack. Again, I've given him the T-shirt combo pack before. Now he's getting the T-shirt and the hat combo pack. Dad, if you're watching, surprise! Happy Father's Day. You can also get the Joe Burrow style headband, which I know supplies have been limited in other areas, but we got them on Fanatics. Chatsports.com/Bengals hats. Links in the comments section and the description of today's show. Go get something for Father's Day. Simple, easy, and effective with the Fanatics deal. Chatsports.com/Bengals hats. Staying in the defensive backfield, Nick Scott nursing a minor shoulder injury. So that means Jordan Battle got some reps and got really the reps opposite Daxton Hill at the safety spot. Battle, meanwhile, seems like his NFL adjustment has gone pretty well so far. Asked about why it's gone decently, how the adjustment process has been, he goes, it's why I like Nick Saban. The biggest thing is communication. Every day you got to get better with your communication. No matter who you're on the field with, just making sure everyone is on the same page, and that's what allows us to make plays on defense. I like that quote from Jordan Battle. We've actually talked about the potential of him starting earlier. I do think he'll be safety 3. I think you will see some safety 3 looks. I would not write off Nick Scott altogether just because, minor shoulder injury. Oh, no, he's not there in June. I think he'll still be an impact player for this team, relatively speaking, in that Von Bell role as the Bengals replace both of their starting safeties this year. Dax Hill's going to be one of them. We all know that. Who's the other one come week 1? Pick one for me. JB for Jordan Battle, NS for Nick Scott. Go ahead and vote in the comments and make sure you guys are subscribed. Don't miss out on our videos. We've talked about that Jordan Battle, Camp Battle before. I know, there's no other way to go around it. Camp Feud? I don't know. We've got you guys covered with all of the latest on the Bengals almost every single day, so don't miss out. Hit that sub button for me right now. Finally, or not finally, there's one more story after this. I got ahead of myself. Cordell Volson getting some more hype, not from media or from coaches, but from his running mate on the left side. Orlando Brown Jr. had all of the praise for Volson, saying, quote, he's got that Pro Bowl potential with his size and mental makeup. I think he uses height to his advantage. His mindset and his length are the two things that are really going to separate him in the long run. I think he has the natural talent and ability to become one of the best in the league at what he does. Look, it's the offseason or the preseason, depending on how I'm going to frame it. It's all about hype, right? We're talking ourselves into this guy's going to be great. It's all sunshine and roses. It's all getting excited about the upcoming season. Orlando Brown has me a bit excited about Cordell Volson because, I don't know, I kind of think Orlando Brown knows football pretty well because his dad played and he's really good at it. So that excites me about the Bengals offensive line. When it comes to the O-line, much better than what it was even just 2 years ago. Substantial improvement. How would you rate this Bengals offensive line? Scale it from 1 to 10. 1 is on the low end, 10 is on the high end. So go ahead and vote. How would you rate this Bengals offensive line? Before we go, a couple quick notes on some reports from media who are those not practicing. Jonah Williams is the only real player not there in any major capacity from OTAs and minicamp. He has been training on his own. He will be there allegedly for mandatory minicamp. DJ Reader left practice. He was in the locker room, so he's there, just wasn't participating. Tyler Boyd, I think a similar thing there. He was back for volunteer workouts, so no concerns. Chidobe Awuzie, I believe, is just rehabbing his injury, so should be fine. Don't know what's going on with Devin Cochran. Not that it matters that much since he's probably not going to make the team, but the Bengals, compared to most teams, have had fantastic OTA participation, or I should say off-season program participation. That's carrying over now into OTAs, which are, as a reminder, voluntary, but great attendance so far for Cincinnati.